Okay, everybody. So again, welcome back. Cooper, or Ben, can you all see my screen? Okay. So the first thing we already went ahead and we talked about selecting moderators and also the norms. So let's go ahead and move forward with that. So the big thing for today is going to be announcements. We have quite a bit of announcements going on, and I highly encourage you to take notes on your math notebook, even for the announcements, because there are quite a few of them. They're important. So the first thing you may have already noticed, we have a new 5th grade virtual schedule. This is a big deal. This virtual schedule is basically a more structured visual of where all your live classes and office hours and electives are. And I sent you all an email. And so what I want you to do is that email that I sent you, all it is, everybody, the only thing you really have to worry about, it's a calendar invite. That's it. Just open up that email and just click yes. And what's going to happen is that through Monday through Friday of every week, you are now going to have, after you click yes, okay, that's really important, you're going to have basically a calendar event. And that calendar event, when you click inside of it, there's going to be a link, and that link is going to be something like, when you go down to the bottom, it's going to say, click here for virtual schedule. When you click there, you'll get your schedule. That's where it will live. Okay? So it's really not, there's a lot of words here, but it's not rocket science. So just go ahead and, go to your email, find the Mr. C calendar invite, click yes, and then after that, you'll be able to find Monday through Friday. In your calendar, you'll be able to see, when you open it up, it's going to say click here. That's where your virtual schedule will live, but it will also live in a second place. That second place, I like to be redundant, so we have more places we can find it. In Google Classroom, class of 2023, that's where your virtual schedule will also live. Okay, it's really easy to find. So if you just kind of go in there and you look around, it's going to be in one of the tabs. It's going to be class of 2023, and it's also going to be there. All right, so that's the first announcement. Do we have any questions on that? Okay, I think I included everybody. I really, when we stop this class, take your time and carefully look for something that says for a calendar invite. Did anybody else get that email with the calendar invite for the virtual schedule? Yeah, so I should have sent it out today. Okay, so if your other classmates in 5B got it, then you probably got it. Just take your time and look for it. Don't worry, it's not. If at the end of the day you don't find it, and you go back and you carefully look at your email, just let me know in office hours and I'll resend it to you. Okay? It's virtual schedule, yeah. That's what it is. So take your time. Don't worry if it's an individual thing. If you can't find it individually, I'll help you a little bit later. But I think if you just kind of look carefully, you'll see where it is. Really, the most important thing is you click on it and you click yes. Okay? Yes. Yes. Right. Where it says yes, and you click on yes. Okay? That's normal because now it's going to be on your calendar, so it's going to be there every day of the week. Okay. All right. You got it. All right, guys, let's move forward with this. So just to make sure, I'm going to go back for a second. We've covered how to find the virtual schedule. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward with what we have next. Okay, can I have one person at a time? One person at a time. I'm not sure who's reading. Is that Ryan? Okay, Ryan, go for it. make some progress, and everything I'm going to talk about is going to seem really easy later on. Okay, everybody, so we stopped being in physical school, that's true, and we had to pause, actually really hard stop on the 5th grade learning showcase, or showcase of learning. We all know what that is. It's a winter project that we were doing, remember, with the moccasins and everything, right? The book that we read. Okay, so we paused on that, but we're going to have a virtual display, a virtual showcase. That virtual showcase is going to launch on Thursday. Here's what you have to do. You're going to go to Seesaw Science, 5A Science, right? Step 1. Really easy. You're going to look for the pictures and the documentation that you posted. Also easy. Okay, 1 second. Let me finish what I'm talking about because you're 5A. Okay? So, oh, sorry, 5B. Thank you. That was actually a really good point. All right, so 5B. And when you go to 5B, again, Seesaw Science, let me catch up on my thinking. Pictures and documentation, you're going to find it, okay? And you are going to click on a little globe icon that is now going to appear. It's like kind of white. It's not red, it's white. It looks a little bit like this. You're going to click it, and it's going to ask you, do you want to publish? You're going to click yes, publish. And when you click on that, it's going to publish to the blog. What blog? A new blog that I created. And then in that new blog, on Thursday, you and your parents can go and you can all see what what your process has been like and the progress you have made for the 5th grade learning showcase. Okay, so what does this all mean, Mr. C? Easy. Go to Seesaw 5B Science. Click on all the individual pictures and documentation. Every member of the group should be doing this. And you are going to, when you find one picture, let me go ahead and give you a quick example here. Let me take out a picture. Mr. C likes to be prepared. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Also not what I wanted to do. Let's try that again. Technology. It's great when it works, but not when it doesn't. Okay, it's not letting me do it. Let's try that again. Okay, so be it. Here we go. Everybody see that? Me zooming in on that? Okay, so here's what you're going to do, everybody. Really simple. This is actually Yi Chen's. I'm using it as an example. Yeah, you guys are 5B. This is Yi Chen, okay? You're going to go to 5B. This is 5A. You're going to go to 5B Science. You're going to tap on you're going to look at one of your projects, documentation. Not projects. You're going to look at the documentation or pictures for this thing. And you're going to click on here. Does everybody see that? Okay, that globe right there, that's what you're going to click on. And when you do, it's going to say publish. Like it's asking, do you want to publish this? And yes, you're going to publish it. And when you do that, you're going to be able to go, now look at my new color yellow. You're going to go here. So after you do it with all your pictures and all of your documentation, you can go here and you'll be able to find all your postings there. Okay? Somebody's making a sound effect, so let's make sure that we don't hear that sound effect. All right, that's about as good as I can really explain it, and I think it's pretty simple. I think I'm going to stop right there. Do we have any questions so far? Okay, when you open up the calendar, just look really carefully. If you're looking really quickly, because I'm on the call right now with you, I'm on the video chat or the live class, you're going to notice that your attention is a little divided, and you're not going to see the small little yes that you need to click on. Okay? But afterwards, you'll see that's going to be right there. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, Mr. C was right. The yes you're going to find in the actual calendar itself. When you open up the calendar event, you're going to see the opportunity to click on yes. Okay? And then you're always going to see it. Right. Correct. That's exactly right. Good. That's exactly right. That's exactly what you're going to do. Yeah, it's really tiny. Okay, you all. So here's what we've covered so far. And we've covered how to do the thing for posting things to the blog. Do we have any questions so far? Okay. So connect with me. You should have another email from me that's not just Google Classroom. It should be like a... Okay. So what I can do if you have a question is I can connect with you afterwards and you can show me what your screen looks like. Okay? And if you want to stay after class, like for example, when we finish this live class, I can help you with that too. If you want to AirPlay, I can help you find it. Or present is what I mean. That's really easy. Luana, I'll answer real quick. It's all the photos that are your documentation for your winter project. Okay? So more is more in this case. Just go ahead and just post those photos. If you want to tweak, if you want to edit, and you want to add something like, you know how, see what Yi Chen did here? He wrote Expo Unit 2. Like you want to clarify or you want to add some more to it, you want to make it nicer, do it, and then make sure that you click on the globe. Chloe, what was your question? Well, the good thing is that the good thing is that this whole thing is being recorded and I'm going to be posting it after it finishes. But the most important thing you have to know, Chloe, is you're going to go into 5B Science. Here it says 5A, but it's going to be 5B Science for you all. And you're just going to find all the pictures and documentation from the winter project. Okay? And look for the yellow. You see the yellow right here? You're going to click on that globe whenever you find a picture you want to put, the picture that's from the winter project, you're going to click on that globe and then click publish. And that's it. You're going to do that for all the pictures. Now you guys don't have like a million pictures, so you'll be fine. Okay? Do you remember the project we did in the moccasins, right? Remember that we did the book? Remember the native winter project? Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, so if you you shouldn't have put all your pictures. You should have put only the winter project pictures. And if that's the case, then when I go ahead and I start to accept or deny, I can deny those pictures that don't apply. But please, guys, don't give me extra work. Just pick the ones that are the ones that apply. And if you're doing it now while I'm talking, it's probably better to do it after live class so you can focus better. Yeah, what's up? No, you select only your photos. Okay. Yes, definitely. Okay, what's your question? Okay, that's a really good question, Cooper. So if your partners have posted theirs, you don't have to post the same one, the same documentation again, because then it's going to duplicate, right? So guys, just try and like be really careful. Like, I'm not sure how you're going to coordinate this. I guess you can maybe connect with each other off, you know, some other time and just figure out like who's going to do it, because I'm not sure. I think that, does the whole group have access to the same ones? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, Cooper. So that being the case, everybody, just go ahead and maybe pick one group member to do it, or divide the work up or something like that, okay? Okay, so, oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. Good point. You guys are so informative today. Excellent. All right, so I think everybody heard that. Um, Remember, the most important skill you can ever have is a capacity to think critically about things. Okay, so use your common sense and don't duplicate the pictures. Okay, just do it one time. All right, everybody. So Cooper, how are we doing on time? We have like maybe 9 minutes or something. All right. Okay. So do we have any other questions related to what I've been speaking about so far? So we did the Seesaw Science. Here's another update or another announcement. This Thursday is going to be your quiz. What's your quiz going to be on, Mr. C? Well, your quiz is going to be on the area of triangles. It's the video that I sent out today. It's going to be on finding the area of a triangle or of triangles. And really the most important thing here, everybody, is going to be that area, or A for area, is equal to 1/2 times the base times the height. Okay, and if you all saw the video and you paid attention, I highly encourage you to see that video again if you need to. Remember that the base times the height is the same thing as the length times the width. But I spoke about how we're going to stop using length times width because this is a little bit more, base times height is a little bit more relevant. It's just going to be more useful for your future and less confusing. Okay, so that's what's really important there. And if you have like questions on that, I can try and take it later. But the most important thing is that you memorize that 1/2 times base times the height. Notice how I wrote it differently here. This is how the big kids do it, right? So that formula is really important. It's a big deal. Any questions on that so far? All right. So let me think here. Anything else that I needed to say? That looks like it's actually pretty good. How much time do we have, Cooper? And okay, and the class ends at. Okay, so we have a little bit of time. Does anybody want to go ahead and talk a little bit about, or ask me questions about the video, or do you want an example? Okay, Luana, go first. How about we have, oh, and so for the quiz, everybody, it's going to be on Thursday. That's going to be the same format that we've done the last 2 quizzes. It's going to be a Google form, pretty straightforward, just like before. Let me give you a problem, and we have enough time for 2 problems. The first one I'm going to do is I'm going to give you what I consider to be personally an easy one. It's a right triangle. The bottom is going to be, let's just make it simple, 2 meters. That's the base. The height is going to be 5 meters. Notice that I'm using terminology, base and height. Then I'm going to give, whoa, hold on. Don't say it. Okay. And then here, I'm going to give you an unusual one. Okay. But I am going to cheat a little bit. No, I'm not. I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to make it challenging. 4 centimeters. And then the height. Okay, so I have to give you this. The height. And I hope you know what I'm doing here if you watch the video. The height is going to be 6 centimeters. Go ahead and solve for both of these. You're going to get the area. Ready, set, go. No. So remember, we're solving silently. So if you haven't done it yet, make sure that you do it on your math notebook. So I'm going to start solving it nice and slow. And you all can keep on working on it. I'm going to start with number 1, which is this one. This is number 2 over here. Okay, here we go. I know a formula for the area of a triangle is 1/2 times the base times the height. I like to put the base and height inside parentheses. 1/2 is already 1/2. I don't have to worry about it. The base is going to be 2 meters times the height, which is 5 meters. Order of operations says to do parentheses first. 2 times 5 is 10. Meters times meters is meters to the second power. Then what's half of 10 meters to the second power? That's going to be 5 meters to the second power. All right. So Cooper, even though you said the answer out loud, you were right. It's 5 meters to the second power. Hopefully you all got to that. Okay, the main one here is number 2. So at number 2, guys, this is really important. I had to remember this when I was in geometry. The real base is this one. Okay, this dotted line is not the base. It's only to help you to establish the height. It's only there to help support that height, so you can see how low you have to go for that height. This is the real height, though. This dotted line is the real height. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get this going. So remember, the more times you write the formula for the area of a triangle, the better it will be, which is 1/2 times base times height. You want to be able to have this in your sleep as you're dreaming with whatever you guys dream with. This formula should pop up. That's how much I want you to write it down. So it's 1/2. The base is 4 centimeters. The height is 6 centimeters. Order of operations says do parentheses first. Remember PEMDAS? Yeah. So it's going to be 4 times 6, which is 24. Centimeters times centimeters, that's centimeters to the second power, or square centimeters. And then get half of that. Half of 24 is, well, 12 centimeters squared. All right. If you all were, even if you didn't get right to the answer, if you were making progress, right, in writing all this stuff down that we have here, then great job. Okay? Your quiz is going to be like this. And it's also going to be maybe have a little bit more that you may see in your notes, so make sure you review that. (11:17). Great. All right, so we've made good progress. I think we had a good live class today. Thanks, moderators, and thank you for your questions. Anybody have any last-minute questions left before we sign off? Most definitely. I'm going to stay a little bit longer after this. Any other questions in the next couple of minutes that we have on anything we talked about? Okay. No questions there? Bye-bye. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Okay. So I don't know who's left yet, but Sloan, maybe I can help you now. That I think might be the best way. First, let me go ahead and see if I can